Welcome everybody in the chat. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? Hyoid, my man's coming by. What's going on? Auntie Jen, Auntie Tammy, Liz, Nate, Mom, Dad, Gmo. We already got Mr. Sub in the house. We got Jackie, we got Rob. We got all sorts of faces bright and early. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? First and foremost, I hope you guys noticed the new resolution I got cracking. Should be a lot more clear. Lights are cracking. Everything's looking good. I'm thinking this might be the best looking stream yet. I did some tweaking, thinking everything's looking good. What you guys think? How's everyone doing tonight? Taco Tuesday? You know, we're about to get down. I didn't want to do basic, carne asada, el pastor, chicken, tacos. Get that anywhere. Tonight, tempura, cod. We're going to do some delicious cod. I was going to go for halibut, but good deal on the cod. Super affordable. Why not? Show you guys how to work with it. A little cheaper than halibut. Halibut gets a little bit pricey, so we're going to do some tempura fried cod. I'm going to break down, show you guys, and not, almost like my full shrimp recipe, but this is a little bit less for the tacos. Doesn't need quite as much as the regular shrimp. We're going to get there in a couple episodes, but the shrimp tonight's going to be bomb. I season them super good for the tacos. We're going to do a sweet and spicy slaw that's going to go with the tempura battered tacos. And then for the shrimp tacos, I'm going to make a little avocado mousse. Super simple, super easy for you guys to make at home. Who we got in there tonight? Yeah, I see you guys. I see the chat rolling. Check out the wrist game. You know what I'm saying? It's that knockoff, baby. That knockoff. We don't got money like that. What's going on, guys? What's going on? How's the stream looking, guys? Let the kid know. Alright, guys. So like I said, we got tacos. It's Taco Tuesday. Why not stick with the theme? Why not, let you guys know how I get down on tacos. One of my favorite things to make, favorite things to eat. Super simple, super easy. Tempura batter, super light, adds a nice crunch, but like I said, very light, very airy, nice little texture change, super good, super easy. Show you guys how we make it the right way. It's gonna get you a nice crust. I gotta keep checking the oil. Need the oil temperature around 375 for the deep fry tonight. So I got my oil going. I got an oil thermo in there. You can get them at the store. Super easy. They kind of clamp onto the back. I don't know if you guys can see it in there. Yeah. So it clamps onto the back, goes straight down and in. So let me know the temp of the oil. I need it at 375. So it went up too high. So now it's kind of going down. I need it to be at 375. So I'm gonna keep kind of tweaking it. Stream looks good. All right, that's what I'm talking about. The blue shirt, yeah, that's one of my favorite chef coats. Got that denim. All right, guys. So the order in which we're gonna proceed tonight, we're gonna start off. We're gonna get our shrimp seasoned and marinated. Super important. Trying to penetrate as much flavor into the shrimp as possible. The shrimp gonna have a lot of seasonings. The cod, not so much. Gonna let the freshness of the fish kind of speak for itself. Let the tempura complement it really well. But for the shrimp, we're gonna season it up, and they're gonna be the star of the taco. We're gonna add a lot of flavor in there, so we need to get those marinated. We get them going. Let it sit. Let it saturate. Then we're gonna get our slaw made, because also that needs to combine all the flavors. The longer it sits in the fridge, the more the flavor is gonna combine. Gonna get a lot more strong. Super delicious the way it pairs up. Then we'll go ahead. The batter is going to be something that we do basically right before. You never want to make the batter too early. You want to get to it as fast as possible, because you're going to be using ice cold water. So super important that you kind of whip it together. What's going on, Rai? I see you in there, baby girl. Clear after the straight, Rai. What's going on, baby? So, like I said, batter is going to be made right before we start the frying process. You want the liquid as cold as possible. You don't want it to be sitting too long. We're going to actually use chopsticks to kind of combine the batter. When you use a spatula or like a whisk, as you kind of mix, you're incorporating air into it. And in a tempura batter, you don't want to incorporate any air whatsoever. So we're going to be using some chopsticks to kind of combine the ingredients. It's going to be super cool. We're going to have a good time tonight. And we're going to get that avocado mousse going right after we get the slaw. Kind of let that sit, get it bottled up, get it ready to go over the tacos. Super bomb. Mr. Sub, what's going on, my brother? Thanks for stopping by, man. I reached out to you after the stream last time. Thanks for stopping by, man. You said you were a cooking apprentice. Super, super cool. Hope you, pick up some good tips. And thank you very much for the sub, brother. We're going to start off strong. Sammy D, what's going on, my brother? I see you just stopping by. Go Birds, Eagles. Congratulations to all the Eagle fans. Bird Gang. My boy Sammy. Thank you again for the sub. We're going to start off at the beginning with a shot. Thank you very much, my dude. We had a couple shots, me and G took one. Had a little solo shot before the stream. Gotta get the oven boiling. Yeah, shots, mama, shots. Champions of the world, that's right. So tonight, I figured, why not break out? I always stick with my main knife, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use the global tonight, the Sunuku blade. Really nice for chopping veggies. So I figured I'd switch it up a little bit, use the other knife, let you guys see how sharp the globals are coming in. Super, super cool knives. They are a little bit on the pricey side, but you get your money's worth when you're paying for your knives. So what we're gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna grab the shrimp. Got all the seasonings here. Super quick, super simple marinade. We're gonna get them in the fridge, let them rest out a little bit. Nothing crazy. Got some fresh shrimp from the store. When I do shrimp tacos, I don't go for the smallest shrimp. Obviously, don't go for the biggest shrimp. Go for the medium to medium small. Right, like one step below medium. You don't want them too big. Shrimp do shrink down when you cook them. You know what I'm saying? They tighten up. So you got to think about that when you're buying them. You get them too small, they're gonna turn into nothing. I like a nice bite of shrimp in my taco. It's just the way I roll. Big chunks of fish, and good size chunk of shrimp. The shot went straight to the dome. Yeah, you know it. I'll be on soon. Maxie, I know you're on your way home. No worries. Take your time. Take your time. Rye with the Pikachu. I see it. Taylor, what's going on, my man? Hey, thanks for stopping by, dude. You reached out to me earlier this week. I wanted to mention to you guys. So Taylor, family friend, known him since he was a young kid. Now he's all grown up. Trips me out. He reached out to me. So, basically explained to me how he's just starting out. Learning to cook. From like the 101, right? Like the beginning. So he reached out, asked, if I could do some episodes with some, kind of like basic tutorials, and I said absolutely, I'd love to do that for you guys. We're gonna do some, maybe starting next week. I got plans for this Thursday. We're gonna be doing a special Valentine's kind of romantic dinner with a dessert on Tuesday for you guys, a little Valentine's deal. So maybe next Thursday or the following Tuesday, we'll start cooking 101. We'll do some basic, easy things for you guys. Get you guys going on some, some basic proteins like chicken, some easy vegetables. We'll make it simple. We'll work on baby steps for you guys. Get you guys going. Taylor, thanks again for stopping by, my man. I'm happy to have you here, brother. Happy to have you here. All right, so cooking for two tonight. Me and the boy Gmo. I didn't need to get too much shrimp, right? Got a half a pound of these 2130 counts. Good sized babies, right? They're going to shrink up. I'm actually going to be taking the tail off because I don't need it. Usually when I do my shrimp, I keep tail on presentation, but for the taco, don't really need it. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to, all you do is give it a nice little pinch, right? So you have the shrimp. Just hold the end. I'm on this end. I just give it a little pinch and pull. And it just slides right off. Nice and easy, right? You don't have to pinch too hard or else you're going to break it. So I'm basically pinching right where the shrimp's at the end right there. Just pinch and pull. Super, super simple, guys. Pinch and pull. Nothing crazy. You don't want to break apart the shrimp too much. You're just trying to basically pull the tail off. So, tail's off. Hi, Oid. Happy to see you in here. I say we start with the microwavable meals. Absolutely not, man. No microwavable meals. You don't need those electromagnetic things running through your body. Cook everything fresh and clean. So shrimp, we got tails off, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wash the hands. I can't stress the necessity of sanitation to you guys enough. Always wash your hands. Don't be touching fresh ingredients with, raw seafood, raw poultry especially. It's no good. Thank you, Mr. Sub. Never. Absolutely. Never. Check our oil temp. Perfect. Looks like we're at a steady 375. I found the sweet spot. So I noticed these shrimp, guys, a little bit on the wet side. So I'm just gonna take a paper towel, and I'm just gonna kind of pat them down, get as much of the moisture out of there as possible. You don't need water like that. We're gonna go ahead and keep these babies liquidated with some oil in the marinade. You guys know how oil and water mixes, right? So you're not gonna be able to trap the seasonings on there with oil if there's a lot of water. So just make sure you get the liquid out of there. All right. So got our shrimp in the bowl, right? We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna switch over to you guys. So we got our shrimp down. So first and foremost, we're gonna get our oil. I do use olive oil for this. I just love the taste of olive oil with shrimp. Something about it. So I'm just gonna put about a tablespoon or so, maybe a tablespoon and a half or so. Okay, you want to keep them liquidated. So you got the oil on the shrimp. Okay, salt. Get that salt down. We got that fresh ground pepper, right? You guys see me use it on everything. I will continue to use it on everything. That will not change. Lots of pepper. Pepper and shrimp, great combination. A little bit of garlic powder, okay? Everything needs garlic in this life. Chili powder. Add some nice color to the shrimp. Some really good flavor. Depth, right? Looking for depth here. Paprika. And a little cayenne to spice them up, right? You got the avocado in there. Avocado is creamy. It's neutral. Really helps tone down spice. So, spice them up with a little cayenne, right? To taste. Tostino's Pizza Rolls and Bagel Bites. Drew loves his dinos. I got dino nuggets in the freezer. If y'all are some real ones, you know about them dino nuggets. I'll tell you that, right? That dino nuggets are where they're at, baby. Alright. I'm going to mix these up. I'm going to go ahead and get some Dijon mustard out of the fridge. Dijon is kind of like my secret key ingredient to like my actual shrimp recipe. I gave you guys about 4 seasonings or so, maybe 4 or 5 seasonings less than I do on my regular shrimp recipe. But because they're not quite as intense as my other. These are for a taco. They're not for an actual shrimp dish. So I got them mixed, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some Dijon. We're gonna apply that to it. The Dijon just adds this really, really delicious like kind of kick, right? Because Dijon's a spicy mustard. It's spicy, right? So it just adds this insane flavor. Oh my God, spices, gimme. Dude, I'm telling you, try this recipe out. Try some Dijon mustard on your shrimp. I'm not kidding, right? About like a tablespoon. Nah, a little less than a tablespoon for these amount of shrimp, but about two teaspoons, right? Right before 1 teaspoon before a tablespoon. So it adds like this nice texture to it. It also coats it really well. And it also helps like keep the seasonings on. It's like almost like mayonnaise on, that you can use as a key binding ingredient for seasoning. So we got our shrimp all seasoned up, right? Looking good. Pretty much it, guys. That's a lot of flavor right there for these shrimp, for the tacos, right? You still want the avocado mousse to have a part of it. The fresh tomato, the cilantro, like you want everything to kind of come together, so you don't need to overpower it too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands. I'll catch up with you in the chat real quick, guys. Just give me one sec. Tonight's gonna be, a little bit more chill, guys, a little more laid back. We're gonna have, a lot of fun with it tonight. Can never go wrong with tacos. Just double check on a steady 375. Looking good. Not gonna have to mess with it too much. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna get a little plastic wrap. Brit style, what's going on? Problem is I just start eating the shrimp now, right? You just smell it. It smells super, super, super good. There's the recipe. Gmo's popping the recipe up for you guys. Really basic ingredients, right? I have, a lot of seasonings at the house, but I tend to, at least my flavor profile for myself, I tend to, use a lot of the same seasonings for a lot of the same things, but I do it in different quantities. I do it in different mixtures. The way you play with these spices and you develop a flavor for them, it's unbelievable. I got a little surprise for you guys. We got a little Daisy Cam going up. What's up, Daisy girl? Come here, sweetie. Say hi to everybody. Come here, right here. Sit. Say hi to everybody. We do a little Daisy Cam nice and early for you guys. A little treat. There you go. There's a little Daisy girl for you guys, nice and early tonight. Gmo wanted to sneak her out, you know what I'm saying? Give you guys a little hello. Sit. High five. High five. Good girl. Shake. That's right. Can you speak for everyone? Speak. 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 Daisy, speak. Good girl. Alright, go. Go get G. Alright, so we'll get back to it. I'm going to wash the hands real quick, guys. Touch the dog treat and the pup, you know. T Nord is giving a follow. Thanks for the follow, Taylor. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have been outrageous with the bits and the subs and the follows lately. Thank you very much, guys, for the support. Alright, so plastic wrap, right? Just get it covered. We're going to let these kind of, you know, the flavors come together, penetrate the shrimp in the fridge. Just let them rest. Alright, so we got our shrimp done. We need to get our slaw made because we need the flavors to come together in the slaw, right? That needs to chill in the fridge. So, use a different bowl for that, actually. So we're going to get our slaw made, guys. Our slaw is going to consist of a variety of vegetables, some of my favorites. And cabbage obviously is the base, so you guys always need some cabbage. There is numerous types of cabbage, guys. I decided to use red and green cabbage, your basic cabbage, super cheap, $1.29 a head or a pound or something. I mean, it's not much, right? Super cheap. There is Napa cabbage in 2 different other colors, super delicious as well. It doesn't come round, it comes like a little bit longer. A little bit like less leafy, a little more airy. Flavor's a little bit different. Super delicious though. I recommend all of them. I just was going to stick with 2 because I got some other things we're going to be doing in the slaw to kind of bring it together as far as vegetables. So 2 should be enough for these, or else I normally mix it up a little bit more. I'm glad you guys all enjoyed the Daisy Cam. Awesome. Washing hands, giving high fives to pets. You know, gotta keep it sanitary, baby. It's the way we do it. Maddie, what's going on, baby? How you doing tonight, man? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for hosting the Super Bowl party. I had a great time with you, brother, and all our friends. Dad, how you doing tonight, man? Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you didn't have a rehearsal. I'm glad you got to stop by. All right, guys, so we're gonna break down our veggies. Our slaw is gonna consist of purple cabbage, green cabbage as the base, right? We got an Anaheim chili. We got our poblano chili, one of my favorite things. Like I said, they're pretty mild. They do come kind of spicy sometimes, but Pasilla chilies are the hot ones. They look identical to this. They're a lot hotter. So if you're not a fan of spice and you want something a little bit more mild, stick with the poblano, promise you. We got a couple green jalapeno, and a couple red, right? Colors, make it look good, make it taste good. You also eat with your eyes. First thing you do is eat with your eyes, right? It's Cooking 101, right? So we're going to break down our cabbage. We're going to chop it up. We're going to get all our veggies. We're going to do a nice julienne cut, guys. A julienne cut is basically a super thin cut. You're looking at like 1/8 of an inch long by about 1/4 of an inch, wide. So technically a real julienne is a little bit shorter, right? It's about 2.5 inches long. We're going to be doing a slaw, so we're going to keep, the cabbage a little bit longer. So they'll be a little longer, but you want to keep it thin. That's all it's about. You don't want big chunks of cabbage and chilies. It's kind of off tasting, especially when everything else. So consistency is key, guys. Consistency is key. Yeah, Daisy. Everyone loves that Daisy girl. All right, guys. So we're start down. So what we're gonna do? Let me go ahead and get the oil out of my way. Get this plastic wrap out of the way. Remember, guys, when you're cooking, stay clean, stay organized. Makes everything a lot easier in the long run. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the cabbage in half, alright? So you got your cabbage sliced in half, guys. We're going to go ahead and we're going to quarter it, okay? So you see this root right here? Super bitter. We're going to take that out. So by slicing it in half, now what we're able to achieve is, you see the depth of it, how it kind of goes down? You're just going to take your knife, alright? You're going to slice right down and take it off, right? Now you got that big bitter root, taken off. Nice and easy, okay? Now, I'm making a slaw enough for 2 guys tonight, right? I'll carry it over. I'll keep it for later on. I'll eat it, maybe tomorrow. I'm not going to use this whole cabbage. If I was doing it for like a Super Bowl party or something and not just tacos, I'd use this entire thing. But cabbage, this is a lot of cabbage. So I'm literally just going to use 1/4 of the cabbage, guys. I'll put this out of the way real quick. In Charge is resubbed for 2 months. Maxie, one of my producers, one of my moderators, my cuzzo. Love you very much. Thanks for the resub. I appreciate it. He was actually my first sub. When I became affiliate, I surprised him and gifted him a sub to myself for him to realize that I became an affiliate and I was able to do subs. So that was the one he did to resub for the 2nd month. So thank you very much. Appreciate it, Maxie. One from my boy, Shears, a little bit of JMO for Maxie. Everyone spam them Chef Drew emotes in the chat for In Charge 087, guys, for the resubs. Spam those emotes in the chat, all my subs, please. Whew. Alright, 2 down. Alright, guys. So, we got our cabbage, right? We're going to go ahead and I can't stress, the safety part of this, right? If you are not comfortable, do not do what I'm about to do. I'm about to go fast. I just noticed doing this faster is easier for me, but I did start slow, right? I did start slow. Bam, 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 bam. I started slow. I'm going to go fast, so do not do this unless you feel comfortable. It's okay to go slow. You got to practice. You got to finesse it. It's repetition, all right? But I've done this 1,000 times, so I'm just going to go for it, all right? So, nice and thin. Nice and thin, guys. I'm not even going to need the whole thing, actually. Okay. So I'm going to discard that out of the way, all right? So our cabbage is nice and thin strands, right? Just how we want it. You're going to have these little bottom parts, but it all kind of breaks up, so we're just going to get our cabbage in the bowl. Okay. Let it kind of break up and do its thing. Like I said, guys, you do not need to go fast. It's not a freaking competition. Stay safe. Use a cutting glove if you need to. It's not a competition at all. Okay. So we got our cabbage in the bowl, right? Cabbage just kind of breaks up into these little strains. Smaller the better, right? Don't need any. It's all about consistency. We're going to do the same exact thing to the green cabbage, guys, right? 1 down the pipe, right? Get it for you guys. 1 right down the center, alright? Discard the rest of our cabbage. We're going to get that back in the fridge in a second. Alright, we're going to take our main root out, guys, right? Slice down. Get that bitterness out of there, alright? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to get some slices, alright? Like I said, don't go fast if you don't feel comfortable, but we're about to chop it up. You see, as I get to the end there, I start to slow down because I ain't trying to cut myself, right? I want you guys to cut yourself, so make sure you're careful, right? It's something you gain in time, not right away, especially when you're not doing it like every day like I was. All right, use our bench scraper. Get the rest of this off. Get it in the bowl. So we got about 50-50 equal parts of cabbage, right? We got our red and our green cabbage. Just gonna kind of mix it around. See what we're working with here, guys. As far as, even 50-50. Colors mean everything, right? Your eye catches certain colors quicker. So, like I said, you eat with your eyes. Presentation's key. If you get like a big little, end chip like that, you can either slice it, discard of it, whatever. You just want everything to be even. Super important, guys. Consistency, consistency, consistency. So, we're looking pretty good. All right, we got nice little equal ends of cabbage, right? Another end right there. So, like I said, you could take it, just chop it up. Nothing crazy. Cabbage. I like it. That's hilarious. It's hilarious. Impressive speed. I'll be taking slow. Dude, like I said, it's no big deal. Just get the cuts down. Andrew used to rub my fingers through his hair like that. I hate you, Matt. Alright, so we're going to work on these chilies, guys. This is the Anaheim. So, cut the end off, right? Like I've showed you before, you got this root in here. You can use a knife or your fingers. Just pull it out. You got all the seeds. Discard of that. And then just kind of put your hands inside of it over a trash can. And all you're going to do is you're going to kind of like pull them out, right? And you reach in there, grab, and then pull out the roots and all the seeds, right? I just had some more seeds kind of fall out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of hit the pepper down on my hand and get the rest of the seeds out. You don't want the seeds. Seeds are super bitter, so make sure you discard of them, okay? So you got your chili, nothing coming out, completely hollowed out. You know, it looks like a fleshlight almost. Very nice. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take our chili, all right? We're going to slice right down the pipe, guys, okay? Just hold your chili, nice sharp knife, right down, okay? Flatten it out. You'll hear the little crunch, okay? It's time to get rid of the all the white, you know, bitter, unappealing parts of the chili. You want it all consistent, all even. So you want to go ahead and slice down all those thick parts, get them off so when you mince, you don't have parts that are, you know, look how flat that is, all right? And then you look at this one next to it, and you got these high ends with all this white, you know, it's not appealing. You want everything to be vibrant green, everything looking good, size good. So just rub your knife along it, nothing crazy. Should just slice right through. It's nice and tender in there, so. Super easy, guys. Eat them seeds? Absolutely not. Super bitter. So we're going for the same size. So I'm going to go about half, right? So you got even sizes as far as the chili is concerned, right? This seed's out of my life. Okay. Flip it over so you got the soft side. And we're just going to do a nice julienne cut, right? The pepper tends to lift up. Then just kind of pin it down. Alright, so what I'm doing here, guys, nice even cuts throughout. So what I'm doing here, alright, is I have my hands, right? And I'm bending my knuckles in and using this part as a rest, and I'm also angling my knife out just a tad bit, and that's what's resting on it. That way, as I back my hand up, the knife just kind of bounces off the knuckle, right? Not even near the fingers at this point because it's angled a little bit. And I'm able to just kind of soar through it, right? Nice even julienne. Okay? We're going to mix those in. Just kind of, you know, you want to play with your portions here. You just want to see how well everything's mixed so you don't put too much of one ingredient in there. Checking my oil. We're at a steady 375. We're looking good on the oil. It's making me glad. Chaotic, what's going on, my friend? My day one, my buddy, what's going on, my man? Hope your headaches went away, dude. Sorry you're still getting them. Thanks for stopping by. I know it's late over there in Canada, so I do appreciate you you stopping by. You've been, for all of y'all that don't know Chaotic, he's a day one. He's been with the stream since before I was doing the cooking thing. Met me through the gaming thing. Lives up in Canada, and he's been with me since the beginning, so it's my boy. It's my boy. Alright, so chili's tossed in there, right? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get our poblano cracking. Same thing, a little bit, I'd say more flavor as far as depth. Same deal, guys. I'm gonna do the exact same thing over the trash that I just showed you. Get the seeds out, get the guts out. Makes it a lot easier when you start cutting it open and cleaning it. So pounding the seeds out. Got the main membrane out. I'm going to go ahead, give it a nice slice down the pipe. Okay. Transition back for y'all. Hunter McMonkey, smelling like Updog in here. What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I don't think I know who you are, but thank you very much for stopping by. Alright, same deal, guys. Give those roots trimmed out of there, right? Don't need that. Nice and clean. We got a little bit of seeds in here, so I'm just going to use my finger over the trash again. And get those out of there. Same thing with this one. Take your knife, slide across. Nice and consistent, baby. Chaotic Fear has resubscribed for 2 months. 2 months, baby. Happy 2-month anniversary, Chaotic. Thank you very much for the resub, baby. We got, 3 subs already tonight? 2 resubs and a new sub. So, Cheers, guys. Thank you. After this shot, which is number 3, we're going every 2 subs. We'll go, next 2 subs, we'll take a shot. ASN Lamenga TW, thank you very much for the host. I appreciate it greatly. Cheers. Thank you. They're trying to kill me. Having fun on Taco Tuesday, though, so it's all good. Alright, so, like I said, guys, I probably only might need half of this guy. We'll see. After I combine this in. It's kind of long, so I'll probably end up actually cutting these babies in half. Alright, so nice and equal, guys. Nice and even. Super important. We're going to go ahead, bring it back over here for you guys. So we're going to mix it in. You just want to make sure there's enough of everything in there. A nice equal portion, guys. Alright, so we're looking pretty good on the chilies in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to save our other half of our poblano. Make it with some eggs tomorrow for the day off, you know what I'm saying? Cook up something nice. I like it in a nice scrambler. Poblano is super versatile. You can pretty much use it in anything. You could roast them whole. Anything. They're super, super good. Chili's got my nose itching though. These subscriptions expire. Yeah, so thanks for bringing that up, Jackie. So for all you guys that are new to Twitch, subscriptions. So basically what it is, guys, is if you subscribe to the channel, it's $4.99 a month. Twitch takes half. Alright, so I get $2.50 or so from each subscription a month. Alright. At the end of the month, it's going to ask you to announce your resub. And by doing so, it means that you're carrying over. So for you guys that were gifted subs, you in order to do it, you're going to have to enter your information and then resub through your account. That's just the way it works. It's every month you have an option. You don't have to. There's no pressure of doing it in general. I appreciate it. Like, we're up to like, what, 40, almost 40 subs again. Some went down because of resubs. So we were at 40 at our peak. We're back down to 37. Can't thank you guys enough. There's no pressure at all. And if you do have Twitch Prime and you connect your Amazon to your Twitch, you'll get Twitch Prime and you get 1 free sub a month. So just throwing that out there as well. But no pressure, guys. Thank you. I put olive in my salads. I love olives. Corb W1698. What up, Drew? Looking good, man. What's going on, Corbin? How you doing, brother? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good tonight. Again, thanks for stopping by, man. I think this is the first one you gotten to see, so what's going on, my brother? Alright, so we got our slaw going, guys. We're going to go ahead. We're going to get a little bit of spice in there. I do like to use both colors, right? You know, the red really brings out the slaw. They are spicy, so I don't know if we're going to necessarily be using both of these. We might be going half and half. Now, these are important. I'm not going to spill any of the seeds on here, so I'm going to do this directly over the trash. We're going to do the same thing, guys. We're going to go ahead. We're going to rip out the membrane of the chili. These are hot, so you want to make sure you get all the seeds off, because the seeds are where the heat comes from in a jalapeno, a serrano chili, a Fresno chili. Anything hot, all that heat is based into those seeds. Like, don't get me wrong, the pepper's hot, right? The pepper's hot. But as far as the heat, those seeds keep this baby hot. Okay? So, same deal, guys. Run your knife through it. All the extra skin off. You don't need it. Okay? Just trash it. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a nice julienne cut. Nice and even. Now, since these are a little spicier, you could even do these a little bit thinner. They're a little smaller in general, so it works. So we're going to toss those in there. We'll do the whole Fresno. There's a lot of green in there already, so I'm not concerned. The jalapenos are a little bigger than the Fresnos. So we'll put the whole Fresno in there, and then we'll kind of eye out the jalapeno, because I like the redness. Sammy D coming through with 200 bits. Thank you so much for the 200 bits, man. For you guys that don't know, bits are Twitch currency. Basically, what my boy Sammy D's doing is he's throwing me some tips. So I appreciate the tips greatly. You're already up to 400. Thank you so much, Sammy. You did not have to do that, my man. Seriously, thank you very much. For you guys that have been donating bits, you guys have been coming in strong the last couple weeks. Like I said, all donations, all tips, everything like that. Going straight back to the stream. We got beautiful lighting up. We're in the process of doing more. We're going to do another free giveaway. We announced the winner last week. You know, I can't thank you guys enough. Seriously, thank you. And yeah, for all my subs, I am going to be, if you look at the bottom of the channel, I do have a list of all the subs. I will be updating after tonight for the new sub from Mr. Sub. But all my resubs and everyone that was there, you're all listed down there for everybody to see. Appreciate it. Taco Tuesday, Sunset Terrace. Yeah, Sunset Terrace minus all the Oxnard gangbangers. You feel me? All right, so we got our Fresno chilies in there. We're going to go ahead and give that a little mix. Now, it's not too much, right? Not too much of the chili in there yet, so the spice probably won't come through as much. That's why we're going to go ahead and add a green jalapeno. But you can see the red kind of peeking through in certain areas, and that's what we're going here, right? That's why we're using both. That's exactly why we're using both, because we want both colors. We got Rai coming through, resubbing with the Twitch Prime. Can't wait for more. Thanks, Rai. You're my boy, you know, out there in Texas. I appreciate it very much, baby. Thank you so much for the resub. You know, you've been here since the beginning as well. So, oh wait, one more sub. I almost took a shot, but I said 2. So, one more sub, we'll take another shot, guys. Thanks for the support, guys. Seriously, you guys are amazing. Don't spend it all in one piece. Make sure you put half in your savings account. You got it, baby. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing, guys. I'm gonna gut this over the trash real quick. So this one, I'll go to the other cam. So this one, you can see it kind of takes off the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and I'm just going to kind of run it around the edges of the thing to release it, which is going to help my hand kind of break it off a little bit more in the trash. So just give me 1 sec. Like I said, get those seeds out of there. Get that membrane out of there. You don't need that heat, that extra heat. It already has enough in there. Plenty in there. This thing's got a lot of seeds, so it's going to take me 1 sec, guys. I just don't want a bunch of it on my cutting board because we're going to be doing a little bit of, other prepping on there, so you don't need that heat. So I'm going to take it, same deal, guys. Get all the excess off, alright. Get that membrane out of there. Track Tricker, sup, bro? Great cooking skills right there. What's going on, man? How you doing tonight? Thanks for stopping by, G. Alright, so, same thing. I did it a little bit already, but I just wanted to show you guys the rest. We're going to get the rest of that bitter-ass white, extra insides out. Nice and even amongst the entire thing. We're going to go ahead and give that a little julienne. Okay. Get it all sliced up, nice and even. Break it down. Consistency is key, like I said. All the same length, all the same size. Get them dumped in there. You want spice, okay? Because we're making a sweet and spicy slaw. So we're doing some sweet, sweet chili sauce in there. So there's the way of, reversing something that you get too spicy is adding sweetness to it. It tones it down a little bit. So it's okay to have, a good amount of spice in there because we're going to tone it down with the sweet chili anyway. So it's cool. But we're going for that. They complement each other. That's the whole point of this slaw. Okay, so look, we got green cabbage, we got purple cabbage, we got an Anaheim chili, we got poblano, we got a Fresno, and a regular green jalapeno for you guys that don't know. So Fresno is just a red jalapeno. Same ordeal. They come a little bit smaller, but they look better on the eye. You know what I'm saying? Nice watch, bro. Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. Highwood, thanks. I gave it to him. Oh, you did, huh? What's going on, Mars? Thanks for stopping by, my G. Ashbreck, have you ever been to prison? What's going on, man? No, I've never been to prison. I don't plan on it. Do I look like I've been to prison? The hell? Alright, so now let's finish off the slaw. Let's get it in the fridge. Let's let the flavors combine. We'll get started on our avocado mousse. Super simple, super easy. We'll get our shrimp going, cooked off, let them rest, and then we'll start the tempura batter, and we'll get those babies frying up. Then we'll plate up the tacos, guys. Like I said, super chill night tonight. Nothing crazy. Taco Tuesday. We're having a good time. So yeah. Catch up with you guys real quick. Like I said, Mars, what's going on, man? Appreciate you stopping by. You've been here since the beginning. Alright, so everyone knows one of the main ingredients to coleslaw is mayonnaise. It's a binder. It's just how it is. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get some mayo in there. Right? We're going to get that kind of mixed in. I just kind of give it like a pre-shake because if I put my hands in there, I'm going to get all the mayo on my hands, so it's kind of better to just have it on. So I'm going to kind of play it by ear at first, get a little bit of mayo in there, alright? I add it first because I want the consistency to kind of pull it all together, and then I'll start adding the rest. Alright, a little bit of salt. Okay. A little fresh ground pep. Yeah, Jay, what's going on? Pulling up the recipe for you guys. Exclamation recipes, the command's gonna have all the ingredients for tonight. ASN La Manga TW in Santiago de la Historia, Argentina, is a wild chili called ají put Prano chili SOB. That's really hot. Another name. I would love to try a little bit of it. I don't mind trying the hot stuff. I'll do it in a little bit, but that sounds pretty interesting. Sounds hot as hell. You also got a great hat, bro, and great touch. Well, thank you very much for all the compliments. I appreciate it greatly, buddy. Ashbreak, you look a little nervous, though? Shit, I ain't nervous. We're 10 episodes deep, baby. Ain't no nerves. Alright, so we got our mayo in there. We're going to give a little mix up and grab the sweet chili sauce. I used this stuff for the wings last week as part of the ingredient for the sauce. This is the My Ploy sauce. You can get it in the Asian aisles at the store. Super delicious sauce. Super versatile, right? Comes together with the spice in this coleslaw super, super well. So, excited to show you. Hyoid gifted a sub to Nightbot. Well, thank you very much for the gift to Nightbot. I didn't even think that was a thing, bro. What the hell? Yeah, definitely not nervous. Yeah, you let them know. Ain't no nerves here, baby. This is what we do every Tuesday, every Thursday. This is what it is, baby. Alright, so we got our mayo. We're going to add a little bit of sweet chili sauce just to kind of spread the flavors out a little bit. Just to get it in there. Alright. A little bit of lime and lemon juice. Got some fresh lime, fresh lemon, right? Go ahead. Geez, Ryan coming in with 500 bits. What's going on, baby? Thank you very much for the bits. Y'all been crazy with it, I swear. How can I achieve such a level of swag when I could? It's just the way I was raised, baby. Swagging and the whole family. You really turned things around, homie. I'm proud of you. Don't worry, I won't mention it. Alright. So, lemon. I kind of rolled it out, right? Get the juices kind of going. We're going to split the lemon in half. I'm going to use my hand to kind of cover up for the seeds. We're going to squeeze the juice in there. Okay? Get some in there. Same thing with the lime, okay? Gonna take it, right? Do a little roll. White boy swag. Alright, so we're gonna roll it. We got the lime. We'll go ahead. We're gonna squeeze our lime in there. I do about a 50-50 to lemon to lime. Wow, that lemon had so much juice. This lime, not so much. Produce is weird at the grocery store today. You seen these avocados I was picking through. Oh my god. These avocados were so bad. I think I got the only 2 avocados in the whole place that were right. Swear to God. Like, insane how bad avocados are right now. You know it's not the season, but damn. I'm just saying it's inspiration that you did a 180. Well, I don't know what the hell that means, what 180, but thank you. Whatever the fuck you're trying to say. What you thinking? Tell us the truth? Yeah, no shit. Alright, so we got our slaw. I'm going to go ahead and mix them together. Wash the hands up, right? So we got our chilies. We got our cabbage. We got our mayonnaise. We got a little bit of sweet chili. That's kind of our variable, so we're going to add that in to taste, alright? Because that's going to tone everything down, but also add like a delicious flavor. We got our lime and our lemon juice. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a little mix. My girlfriend always yells at me because I don't know how to pick the right avocados. Gmo baby, my boy, dropping the 1,000 bits. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it greatly. You the man. You guys have been out of control with those bits, though, for real. Thank you so much. Can't thank you guys enough. Seriously, thank you. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and mix this together. We're going to flavor to taste, right? Just give a little mix around. Get you on the other cam for you guys, right? Smells good. It can already smell like the chilies, oils releasing in as they all combine, come together. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. Looking good on our slaw. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little taste. Check seasoning. See what's going on with it. Are all gingers great cooks? Gingers. Well, 1, I'm not a ginger. My beard is a ginger. I'm not. And 2, I don't think it matters what color your hair is. You can be a great cook regardless. All you got to do is do your thing. The best avocado is no avocado. No, avocado is delicious. That's not true. How to check for avocado is the firmness of the avocado. I like a little bit of push in mine, right? It's almost like if you pinched your hand and you push down right there, that bounce right there is a little bit more than you'd want on your avocado. I got about the same because I'm going to puree it anyway, so softer the better. But if you're buying it ahead of time, get it a little bit harder. But if you're buying it for that day, make sure, it's a little bit tender. Too hard's not good, and too soft is not good at all. It's going to be brown as hell when you open it up. Brit Style coming through with the 1,500 bits. Thank you very much, Uncle Clint. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Thank you. LMO, he hasn't been to prison, right? Going to prison. All right, so we got our slaw, guys, mixed up. Let's check for seasonings. Let's see where we're at. They're pretty good. A little more salt. All right, salt is key. A little more pep. Go a little bit more sweet chili sauce. That's it. A little bit. Drop the cap on the floor. A little bit. This stuff, it's pretty strong, right? It's a chili sauce. Chilies are pretty strong. So you don't need too much, just to tone it out. Nothing crazy. And we're just going to go a little bit more mayo to kind of pull it together. It's a little bit loose. Just a little bit. We're going to tie it all together, right? Rachie, what's going on, girl? Hope the move went well. Saw the snaps. Everything looks good. Hope you're having a good night. Thanks for coming by. He went to school, not to prison. What the hell? Went to prison. The hell would you think I went to prison for? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to incorporate the rest of the seasoning. Go ahead and, now that I mixed it, just give it a little bit more salt. Right? It's all to taste, guys. Everyone has different levels of spices and seasonings that they can handle for themselves. So this is, 100% personal. What you think is right is right. Everyone has different taste buds. Everybody tastes things different. Don't let someone tell you you're wrong because you didn't like something the way it was. It's what the beauty of cooking. You are catering to yourself, right? So do what you like. Do it the way you like it. If you're cooking for other people, then you can adjust. But it's for you. Do your thing. So we got our slaw. We want all the flavors to combine and put some plastic wrap. We're going to throw it in the fridge, just like the shrimps coming together. Shrimps super quick. We'll do that. Next, we're going to move the avocado mousse. Then we'll get going on the frying. Can't wait to show you guys the tempura. Keep checking the oil. Steady 375. We're looking good. Well, that salad looks like a crime. Yeah. Are you always so lustful when you cook? Yeah, it just kind of naturally comes out of me. Alright, so let's get our plastic wrap. Okay. This drawer is ridiculous. I have so much shit in that drawer. The junk drawer of the kitchen. But it happens to be where all my foil and saran wrap are. It's cabbage mixture to put. Yeah, it's a slaw. It's a basic little slaw. You can call slaw a salad. Same ordeal, right? Coleslaw is a type of salad. No big deal. Cabbage is pretty much a lettuce. Same deal. So flavor's gonna come together real well. Put it in the fridge, let it sit, right, till we need it. Along with the rest of the cabbage we're gonna throw in there. We don't need all that out. Give me 1 sec, guys, while I put this all down. Alright. So, next on the agenda, guys, we're going to be going ahead and we're going to be making our avocado mousse. Well, we got the cutting board open. Let's just go ahead. I got another cutting board ready. We'll just quickly chop the tomatoes up, the onion up, and the chilies because they're all going to be garnishes for the taco, right? You can't have a taco without some onion and some tomato, some sort of sauce, some sort of protein, whether it's vegetarian, whether it's vegan. I am doing flour tortillas tonight, guys. If you're gluten-free, corn tortillas, everyone has a preference. I personally think fish tacos with a flour tortilla that you toast up really nicely is the perfect combination. But corn is, not bad at all. I love corn tortillas. I love them so much I eat them by themselves. So yeah, like I said, you can use either. It's just personal preference at this point. It looks like a hot. Oh my god, this guy's Jesus. Tacos. I will try this next week. To the sides of the asado. Yum. Gotta have that carne. All right, people, gotta go. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it very much, man. Seriously, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the host. I hope to see you next time. I'll be back here Thursday night. I appreciate you coming by very much. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on our tomatoes. We're just gonna dice these up real quick, guys. Nothing crazy. Get a nice little dice going on the tomato. Cut them in half. Quarter them. It's just two of us, so we're just gonna do that. All right. And go ahead. Just gonna get the pits out. Don't need those in there. All the seeds and stuff. I mean, you could have them in there, but I just like it to the minimum. Helps, dice it up a lot more evenly when you kind of get the guts out, right? Just make sure the tomato's nice and even, steady cutting. If you do have the seeds on there, you can even scrape them out with your hand. It's no big deal, guys. I'm using some organic off the vine tomatoes from the store. They're really sweet right now. I had some the other day. I really enjoyed them. I enjoyed the freshness of them. So, there's something I like to use, so I wanted to use it tonight. So I just use my finger, guys. I'm just kind of rubbing them out, rubbing the seeds out that are remaining. Purple Magic Johnson, what's going on, brother? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. We're just going to get our tomatoes quickly diced up, nothing crazy. Nice small dice. You don't want anything too big. You don't want some off-tasting huge chunks of tomato in your taco. I don't even know if I'm going to need all this, to be honest. We'll just do a couple and see what it comes out with. If I was cooking for a bunch of people, we'd be piling through those tomatoes, but just a couple of us, couple tacos each as far as each thing, right? Might go 4. I know Gmo's starving, so he might have 8. All right. So got some tomato diced up. That'll be enough. All right. So we got our tomato, nice even dice, guys. Nice small dice, right? Everything's uniform, looking good. We got our onion. Just need about half the onion. Nothing crazy. As usual, I can't make the whole stream, but I'll check the video afterwards. Good night. Chaotic, again, thanks for always stopping by. I know it's late for you, brother. I appreciate you coming by very much. Have a good rest of your night, man. It'll be on YouTube tomorrow, by later tonight. So, check it out. Let me know what you think. Your opinion means greatly to me. So, hope you have a good rest of your night. Have a day with the family tomorrow. And maybe I'll talk to you tomorrow, my brother. Have a good night, man. Alright, let's get rid of the excess ingredients I don't need. Just going to peel the top layer off the onion. Get the skin off. Don't need it. We're going to go ahead and do a little dice up on the onion, guys. Alright, Officer Drew. I got to go practice for my speech class tomorrow. I will be here Thursday, hopefully. Good luck with the rest of the cooking. Thanks for the 5 cents, Hyoid. Thanks for coming by, my brother. You're one of my main boys. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming by. Good luck on the speech for class, man. Hope it goes well. And, yeah, I'll catch you later, man. We must practice so I don't stumble. Hey, I did speech in culinary school, man. And you got to just kind of do it more and more. And, you'll become a lot less stressed over it. It'll become a lot more natural. It's repetition, right? Do it. Practice. Practice makes perfect, baby. I'll see you later, man. Thank you. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to make a couple incisions, right? Helps pre-cut the dice. So we're going to give one slice down towards the bottom. Another one towards the top, right? Just go nice and right and even. And then we're going to make our incisions on the onion, right? Now these incisions are as thick as you want your dice. If you want a smaller dice, then you're not going to make the incision super thick. I hate when they stick to my knife like that. That's right. Fit right back in there. We're only going to use about half this onion anyways. So save that little quarter. Like I said, I'll use that shit in breakfast. Everything I use, I recycle. So we got our onion. Now I'm just going to turn it. We're going to give it a nice little dice, right? Nice little even dice up on the onion. Don't need too much. Onion's super strong. So we got that chopped up. We're going to save some room for our cilantro that we're going to have on there later. We got it on a separate cutting board, right? Nice even dice. Everything's the same size. Got to keep that consistency. So I'm going to set that to the side for now. Those are toppings for later. No big deal. Just wanted to get them out the way, right? Sorry, I must practice so I don't stumble. No, it's all good, brother. Thanks. Thanks again. Catch it on YouTube, brother. All right, so Next, avocado mousse. We're gonna get it cracking. So basically, what an avocado mousse is, I actually made it for the first time in culinary school. We used a Robo Coupe, which is like this big ass electric motor, moving type of ordeal, almost like a food processor. We're just gonna be using a blender tonight. So basically, a mousse is we're taking like the avocado and we're gonna add lemon juice, a little lime juice, salt, pepper, a little garlic powder, one little bit of the hot serrano chili, and a little bit of cream. I'm going to puree it and we're going to liquidate it so it's a little bit thinner, right? So it's a puree, so it's something we can, press out of the squeeze bottle. So that's how we're making our little avocado mousse. So what we need to do, guys, is we need to, open up our avocados. Like I said, these things are still pretty squishy, but they're the freshest avocados I can get at the store. I don't know what the hell was going on over there. Like, it's a trip. So what I do for my avocados, I don't even care, is I take a knife, right? And I just kind of work it around. I've shown you guys before. Just kind of work it around the avocado. Make sure my cut lines up. And voila. Pulls off and open. Nice and easy. Let's do the same thing to the other one. Maxi coming through, dropping the 500 bits. Thank you guys. Seriously, again, it's another night of bits. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you guys, man. Coming in hot tonight. So this one does have a little bit of brown on it. No big deal, guys. A little brown on an avocado is not going to hurt nobody. There are psychopaths out there that freak out over that shit. And if you're one of them, take it off. It's no big deal. It's not like a defected avocado. Avocados get brown. They oxidize. It happens. No big deal. Alright, so, little trick, guys. Get it out. Take your avocado. Take your knife. Pull the pit out, right? Take the side of your cutting board, just slide it, comes right off. Drop it on the ground. Kobe! Alright, so, same thing, right? Bop, twist and turn, off the cutting board, into the hoop, baby. Then, a little easier way of getting your avocados exposed, guys, is basically going to cut it in half, right? Just makes it a lot easier to get them out, opposed to like having to use a spoon and just scoop them, when you can just kind of peel them back once they're quartered. So just quarter your avocados, alright? And then that way, you can use your finger, and look at the skin. Just peel right off of the avocado, right? Easy. Peel those babies up, right? Got a couple, see how quick it is? Riper the avocado, a little bit easier it is to pull the skin off. If they're too ripe, the avocados just kind of crumble in your hand in there. If it's not ripe enough, the avocado is going to stick. So when you get the perfect ripeness, it's going to be nice and smooth and solid, right? Like this coming off super easy. Maybe these were the ones, baby. Sous vide cook things in water bath super evenly at the exact temperature. I don't think it's at the best, though. What is a sous vide? Someone degenerate told me it's the best way to cook steak, but I don't know what it is. Okay, so sous vide cooking. We will be doing an episode with sous vide cooking. I do like sous vide cooking. I wouldn't say it's the best way to cook a steak. It might be the most efficient way in a certain situation. It does cook steak very well. It actually cooks anything. You can pretty much cook anything in a sous vide cooker. It's a controlled water bath that you keep at a steady temperature. You can cook an item to an exact temperature, and then you take it out, and you basically, if it's like a steak, for instance, I've done it with New York steaks. I've had them pretty much more tender than any filet mignon I've ever had. I cooked it for an hour and a half in the sous vide. It's in a vacuum sealed bag. Whatever you're putting in that bag is penetrating it with flavor, cooking in it as well. Take it out, and then you get like a nice hot, pan, and you mark it off, and it's pretty much good to go. It's actually really cool. It's a newer gastronomic way of cooking. It's really cool. It's really cool. It's up and coming. It's been around for, years now, but it's kind of a newer thing. Damn, that's clutch for those avocados. What's going on, Dre? Dave, what's going on, Cuzzo? Thanks for stopping by. Alright, let's make sure we got power tonight. We got power. So, we got our mixer, right? We're going to take our avocados, guys. Throw them in there. All the avocado in the world goes in there, right? I'm going to wash the hands real quick. Avocados, like I said, a little overripe, so it kind of sticks to the hands. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. I cover for the seeds. Alright. So about half a lemon in there for 2 decent sized avocados. Okay. A little lemon. We'll go ahead. We got the other half of our lime here. We'll do the same exact kind of thing, guys. We're going to get that. These limes do not have a lot of juice in them. It's kind of annoying. Just going to pinch as much as I can get out of it. Probably about like a tablespoon and a half to 2 tablespoons. Alright. So we got our lime, we got our lemon. Wash the hands after you use those super acidic ingredients like that. You accidentally touch the eye or touch the nose. It's going to be a little rough, kind of burn up a little bit. So we got our liquid in here, right? We got our avocados. A little salt, right? Nice pinch of salt. Liquid off my hand so it don't stick. A couple pinches of salt. Fresh ground pep in there. A little garlic powder for that love. Everything's better with garlic. Okay. Heading over to the mixer, guys. And my liquid variable here, in this case, is half and half. You can use heavy cream. I'm using half and half because it's just what I always have. I drink it with my coffee, so that's what I'm going to use. Excuse me while the blender's on real quick, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pure this up to the consistency that I want for you guys. So just give me 1 sec. A little more liquid. It won't start to really move around unless you have enough liquid in there. So start with a little bit and then start adjusting. So it's barely even moving. That means I need a lot more liquid. So I'm going to add a little more cream in there. Man, oh man. It's a lot more avocado than I thought. So liquid goes in little by little, guys. Super important, little by little. Alright, so a little thick. I'm going to go ahead and throw just a little bit of water in there. I don't want too much cream because, kind of overpower and it thickens it up as well, just a little bit. So I'm going to just do a little bit of water for a thinner, but mainly cream, So let's go ahead. I'm just going to add a little pinch of water just to kind of loosen it up a little bit. You want it to be, sauce consistency. You don't want it to be clumpy. This isn't guacamole. It's a puree. There we go. Now we're starting to loosen it up a little bit with that water. Do a little more in there. Make sure you have a spatula on hand, guys. You're going to use a spatula, kind of scrape the edges in, right? Make sure it's all getting mixed in there. You don't want, it all stuck up on the sides. It's important to make sure you're getting all the ingredients in there. You're letting it all mix together. It's a nice little mousse. Alright, so see where we're at. Oh yeah, we're getting there. A little bit more liquid. Now it's starting to move. Kind of here and rotating around. So we're getting to where we want. I'm going to go ahead and scrape the edges down. So now we're at pretty much at a consistency of like a super creamy guacamole. So it's just a little bit too much. I want it just a little bit thinner. All right. So if you've ever seen like that box guacamole, it's actually pretty good at like Trader Joe's. It's kind of creamier. That's where I'm at right now. Kind of like whipped cream cheese. We want it thinner than that, right? Be able to come out of a squirt bottle nice and consistently. We're almost there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little bit more lemon because I just tasted it real quick and it needs a little bit more lemon. There wasn't enough in there. So, like I said, taste your seasonings, right? Make sure you're tasting every little bit of it. Does it need salt? Does it need pepper? Does it need lime? Does it need lemon? In that case, it needed lemon. A little bit more cream. Just about there, guys. Bear with me. think it's a little bit thicker than I want right now. As you can see, it's kind of coming down. It's got this really cool vibrant green color to it. Super, super cool. I wait till the end to add cilantro in there because I don't want the cilantro to like puree and like change it all. I kind of want it to like blend in there but still kind of keep its you know, like chunks. I don't want it to be super, super grated, so I do that last. Blender is better than a food processor. Just really depends on what you're doing. Food processor, you can cut stuff in food processors to certain sizes. It's like instead of using a knife, right? So they both have their benefits. Blenders are just, you know, super easy to use and easier for just straight up blending. Food processors are super super versatile. You can use them for, you know, a lot of things, right? A lot of things. All right, so let's thin this baby out. Let's get it where we want it. Oh yeah, now we're loosening up. Now we're getting there. I'm gonna put a little bit more cream, a little bit more water, and then we're done with this. Get it to the desired thickness, which should be right here. We are good. So, we got our mousse, guys. I'll show you guys. Consistency is basically, so you got our avocado mousse. See how it kind of falls off? Still keeps its good shape, but it's loose, right? For the most part, it falls down. It's like whipped cream that's been sitting too long, right? So we got nice consistency. So next is a flavor test, right? Test it for salt and pepper. A little bit under seasoned there. So I'm gonna add a little bit more salt in there, right? So now we're done with the consistencies. Now it's just a matter of seasoning it right, adding a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of the serrano, and we're gravy on this. So I got a little salt in there, guys. Right. A little pep, okay. We're gonna take a little bit of the Fresno, just the tip of it. Give it a little pre-cut, because it's about to get blended anyways. Okay. Just got a little bit of our chili we're just gonna throw in there. Just a little bit. Just to add a little bit of a kick, right? A little bit of flavor. And I always keep the cilantro in there for a minute. You know, I don't want it to kind of wilt, so it's better to keep it fresh in the fridge. Just a little pinch of cilantro, nothing crazy. All right, going right in. We're done. We're gonna blend this up, and it's ready to go. Perfect. All right. So let's get this done. Just want to make sure the chili blends in there nicely. Alright, we're done with our sauce. Next step, we want it to sit in the fridge. You know, anything that can sit and when there's numerous flavors in there and it's concentrated, it's better by resting in the fridge. So we're gonna get it in our little squeeze bottle. I'm gonna save this for later too. I can use this whenever I want it. So we're gonna get it in our little squeeze bottle. Top that baby off. All right. Get a little paper towel. Put this clean and sanitary, baby. No messes. We don't want that mess. All right. This is done. I'm just gonna let that chill over there. We'll get to that later on. Clean up. So we got our mousse in the bottle, right? Perfect, right? So I'm gonna show you guys my consistency, right? So see how it comes out? It keeps its form. Perfect, right? Perfect for the presentation. Taste perfect. Absolutely perfect. Get a little bit of the kick from the Fresno. The cilantro adds like a nice like earthy sharpness of flavor. Perfect amount of lemon juice, a little bit of lime, but the lemon really comes through. That's the goal here. So we're gonna go ahead and throw that in the fridge, guys. So now comes the fun part, guys. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cook the shrimp off. Then we're going to get our tempura batter made. Once the shrimp comes off, we'll let it rest. Then we're going to start the frying of the fish. We'll cut up the fish. We'll batter it. We'll fry it. We'll get our tortillas heated up as those rest. And we'll plate up our tacos. We're pretty much there, guys. You know, got our slaw made. It's resting up. The shrimp's marinating up real nice. Go ahead and give the nice little rinse off. All sorts of chilies and different flavors on there. Make sure that's all cleaned up. Alright, so we're going to get our shrimp. We're going to get a pan going for the shrimp. We're going to let those babies go. They're not too big, so they're not going to take too long to cook up. So, grab one of my CousinDrew's stainless steel pans. Like I said, I like stainless steel. It's kind of my thing, baby. Love the stainless steel. So, what are we at? 380 steady. So I'm just going to move that to the back. Make sure we're maintaining the same temperature, same flame. Alright, that's moving over. We got our boiler in the back. We're going to get a hot pan going for these shrimp. We're going to pull those out of the fridge. Alright, so our shrimp flavors have really meshed. Looking really good. Nice red. You can see the pepper. You can really smell the spices coming off of it. The mustard, oh my god, the Dijon mustard, I'm telling you, it's the key to the shrimp, guys. When you marinate your shrimp, use that Dijon mustard. I'm not lying to you. Killing it, Drew. I've got to run, so I'll catch the rest tomorrow. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Corbin. I appreciate it very much. Have a good night at work, man. I'll see you in the cafe soon. Alright, guys, so we got the shrimp. We got our pan heating up. Letting the pan get a little bit hotter. We want to get a nice little crust on these shrimp, right? You know what I'm saying? We're just going to get a little bit of oil because oil is going to come off of the shrimp anyways from the marinade. So just a little bit of oil to kind of lube up the pan a little bit. In the meantime, we can go ahead and get our egg whisked up. For the batter, it requires an egg, some flour, and some ice water. The ice water is super important in a tempura batter. You want it as cold as possible. It's super important. So I'm even keeping the egg. I kept the egg in this glass bowl, and the glass bowl has been sitting in the fridge. So even the egg is going to keep, you know, a cold temperature. It's super important. So yeah, make sure you have ice water. I got ice going. I got some cold water in the fridge. We'll combine them, let them sit for a second right before. Make sure it gets nice and cold. You just want to beat the egg just until, you know, they're mixed together. You don't need to over whip. Don't make sure it's under, but make sure it's egg white and the yolk have both completely, you know, mixed completely together. But you don't need to go overboard. You don't need to go too much. Gotta get that shit rinsed or else it all cakes up. So we got our hot pan. Oh yeah, perfect. I'm gonna turn the flame down and get some oil in there. A little olive oil. We'll switch over for y'all. Alright, we got our oil in the pan. Hot pan, hot oil. Let's get our shrimps down. Oh yeah, that sizzle, baby. That's what we're looking for here. That sizzle. Let you guys kind of chill on the shrimp real quick while I just kind of rinse this bowl out. It's important to always pre-soak your stuff, guys. You don't need your pots and pans all sticky, right? So you got them shrimps going. You can smell the aroma of the shrimp coming off them. It's amazing, right? Love it. Alright, what do we got? We got these babies going up. Good. Look at them. Let them go. Smells amazing. The second those shrimp hit, the oil starts to release off them. God, it's delicious. So while those are going, what we're going to do, guys. Alright, so when you make your batter and you're using flour, it's always super important to make sure your flour is sifted, especially for a batter like this where you want everything to be right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna sift your flour through like a strainer, and what's gonna happen is as the flour goes in, it kind of takes the clumps out of your flour and everything. I'm gonna make sure all the moisture's out of the bowl that I'm about to do this in. All right. Check our shrimps out. See where we're at with color. Oh yeah, getting some good color on them. Nice crust is what we're looking for here. Crust is everything on a shrimp. You get that good crust, it's all that concentrated flavor from the marinade, and it's delicious. It's what you want. Be patient with it. Don't rush it. Don't rush it at all. Be patient. All right. Turn on the rear one just a little tad bit. What's going on, Ian? How you doing, brother? Thanks for stopping by the stream, man. Thanks for hosting. You do it every week, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Dilly, feels good to get home and see my Drew baby streaming. What's going on, Dilly D? Thanks for stopping by, baby. What's going on, cuzzo? Alright, so we got our shrimp going. They're just about ready to get flipped. Got beautiful crust on these babies. Oh, yeah. That's what daddy like. That's what I'm talking about right there. Perfect. Perfect. I'll let those finish up. Alright, so like I said, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get started. We're going to sift the flour. So you do is, we're going to do a cup of flour for a cup of ice water. So, I already got my cup out. So I'm going to take a cup of flour. Nice even cut. A little over, alright. You're going to run it through this, right? So I'm going to push the flour through, alright? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my measuring cup and I'm just hitting it. And you see how it's all coming out nice and even? No clumps. Flour is super even. And then you just kind of push the rest through. Voila. Done. Easy. Absolutely no effort right there, right? Super simple, guys. Sift the flour through. Check our shrimps. Make sure there's no burning going on. Get a nice crust on the bottom pieces. Shrimp don't take too long to cook, guys. Don't let them get away from you, right? They're just about done. These babies cook quick, and they also rest and carry over, so you don't want to overcook them. All right, flour's perfect. Get this out of my way. Okay. Now is the ice water. We need 1 cup of ice water. So I got my measuring cup. I'm gonna go ahead. All right. Flames off on the shrimp, guys. That's all it needed. They're looking good. Smelling even better. Woo, baby! I'm getting some good tacos right there. Alright, so we're going to let these babies just kind of chill. Let them carry over, do their thing. We're going to get a cup of water. I'm going to do it out the fridge. I've got some cold water in here. Cup of water. So, when I say ice water, what I mean is I'm going to get the water. I'm going to get some ice cubes, right? Like I said, got our cubes. Now you want this water to get real cold. It's important to not put more than a cup in, and you don't want the ice in there either. You just want it to, make the water ice cold. So we're just going to let our water sit, all right? We're going to let the ice do its thing. We're going to let it sit for a couple minutes to get super chilled, all right? So we got our egg, we got our flour, we got our water. Shrimp's looking good. We'll go ahead and we're going to take it off the pan. Because the pan's hot, so it's going to keep kind of cooking through. We just want these babies to rest. Alright. So we got our shrimps smelling, looking super good. All I'm doing, guys, oven's off, throwing them in the oven. They're just going to chill in there, stay out the way, kind of maintain that warm. They're not going to cook anymore, but they're just going to kind of stay warm while we keep going. In charge has thrown 100 bits. Well, thank you for the bits again, man. I appreciate it very much, Maxie. So, water's getting real cold. We're just about to get that cracking. We need to cut the fish real quick before we start frying. Wash the bones off. So, for the fish tonight, guys, we're using cod. super delicious cut, right? Especially when it's fresh, and this is a fresh piece. A little bit on the cheaper side as far as fish. When you start getting to your halibuts and your sea basses, that's when it starts to get a lot more expensive. So cod's a great, nice, affordable cut. You definitely get your money's worth of fish, right? So, I said it before when we did mahi. Super important when you're cutting your fish that you don't tear it and ruin it. It's really bad for the fish when you do that. Let me get this back on the front burner. It's gonna be the best one for you guys to watch the frying from. Alright. So, we get that going. Like I said, it's gonna be the better one for you guys to. Let's do this on another cutting board. That way my main cutting board stays nice and sanitary from the fish, right? So, we got our piece of fish. Seems like they left some pin bones for me. That's really sweet of them. Oh, cool. Alright, let's make sure we got no bones. So always feel your fish, guys. They do a good job at the store of, getting the bones out, but there are times where they just do not want to, butcher the fish, and I greatly appreciate that, and I don't mind. So feel around the veins of the fish, right? Feel down the lines, and feel for bones. So as I get towards the back, I notice there's a couple bones back here. You want to make sure you're frying these babies up, right? You're not going to be able to see once you get the batter on there what's going on. So it's important to know where they're at. Remove them. I won't go that thick up on the fish. I'll reserve that. We're not going to be using all this. So I want some good sized strips for these tacos, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start at the bottom. One nice slice. I'm going to get some good cuts out of this, right? We're going to do some rectangular slices, nice and even, right? So we got some nice little strips that we're going to fry up. These will get dipped in the batter. I like them in strips. They fit in the tacos a lot easier when you do them in strips. So, feeling for bones, same kind of deal, right? Slice through, slice back. Done. Don't shred your fish apart, okay? Do not shred it apart. And then I'm going to evenly get me some strips, right? Better to work with. Some people like dicing up their fish for their tacos and breading them, and that's cool and all. Do whatever suits you. Like I said, I like doing them in strips like this. I just think it comes out better. You get like a nice bite. I like a lot of fish in my taco. It's the way I roll, baby. So we got some beautiful strips lined up right here for us to go ahead and fry up. About 4 tacos worth right there. Should be enough because we also have some shrimp tacos. So I'm going to go ahead and reserve the rest of my fish, guys, which I'm going to cook on later. Maybe tomorrow for a nice light lunch or dinner. Do some grilled cod. Alright. So we got our fish cut up. We're going to reserve the rest of this. We're going to get it out the way. Shawnee, what's going on, baby? Thanks for stopping by. Towie, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Appreciate it. What's going on, baby? You just get off work? Yeah, I look like fish sticks. Exactly. Fish sticks. You like fish sticks in your mouth? Make sure you keep it sanitary. Washing the knife after touching the raw fish like that. Make sure everything's clean, wiped down. Ain't trying to mix the two. Alright, so what I'm going to do, guys, that's why I did it on a separate cutting board, right? Just move it all to the side, okay? Now, we're going to get ready to do the batter. So we needed a cup of water. So now that I got the ice, I'm going to go ahead. How are we going to do this? I'm going to take a cup. Alright, I'm going to pour the ice water without the ice cubes into it. Or all over my cutting board. Okay. Because, the ice kind of melting down is going to add more liquid. Discard of the ice. Alright, now I'm going to take my measuring cup and I'm going to pour my cup back in there because it increased to more than a cup as we were there. So we got our cup of ice cold water, guys. Super, super important. Ice cold. Now we take our egg. We're going to mix these two, right? Our ice water and our egg. We're going to take those two. We're going to go ahead and kind of mix the two up, right? Before it goes in the batter. Give it a nice little mix, right? Now, like I said, for this batter, thanks for the bits, Maxie. I appreciate it again. Thank you. So for the batter, when you use a spatula, when you use a whisk, and you're mixing stuff in your bowl, right? You're moving things around and you're folding it. You're incorporating air every time you fold it. In this, you don't want no air incorporated. All you want is a nice little mixture for the batter. So, in doing so, like the Japanese do it, for the tempura they use chopsticks to incorporate the batter. Now I've never done it, so we're gonna try it out right now. Let's see how well we can mix this batter with some chopsticks. They say that's the best way to do it. So, just kind of pour it in, guys, little by little. And just kind of mix it all up. Make sure it's all getting coated with liquid, the flour. Now, if the measurements are right, it'll be good regardless, right? It should be the right amount of flour to liquid. And it's not going to be too thick, it's not going to be too thin. But variables change things, weathers change things. Like when you make pasta, dryness, moisture in the air, they all kind of affect everything in cooking. So that's why it's important to kind of use your liquids as variables and add them in little by little as you do the mixing process. So tempura batters are a little bit more liquidated than like a beer batter, for instance, where it's a little bit thicker. So, looks like we're looking good as far as liquid to flour. So, I'm going to go ahead and mix that in. Make sure you get all your flour on the sides. Kind of get the clumps out of there. Get it all incorporated. Like I said, if I was using a spatula, I'd be like mixing it and folding air into it. And I don't want any air in there. This isn't a batter that you're trying to achieve like a nice puffiness. Like it's gonna get enough from this mixture, so there's no need to get any more. So we're just trying to make sure all the clumps are out, right? Get it going. What are you, a gay fish? Hey, what's going on, Denver? What's going on, baby? What's cracking? It's crack-a-lackin'. Thank you for the host, man. I appreciate it dearly. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, man. You've been coming to all the streams, and I do really appreciate it. So as you can see, guys, we're getting pretty mixed in with our batter. It's almost like a really wet pancake, like a crepe batter, right? There are some clumps in there that we're working out, but, you know, put your love into it, give it a little patience, keep mixing. All right? We're getting there. Clumps are low. We're just about done, guys. Catch up with you guys real quick. As soon as I get someone who wants to film me. For what? Oh, when can I expect an episode 2? Yeah. I know, right? We loved Keep Cooking with Cousin Drew part 1, girl. Give the second part. Shit was so funny. For you guys that haven't seen Keeping Up with Cousin Drew, Cooking part 1 by my little cousin Jack. Alright, so our batter's good to go, guys. We got it all mixed in, incorporated. Alright, so now comes the fun part, guys. Uptime, or an hour 37, baby. We're on time. We're going a little bit later than normal for that normal hour 45, but you know how it is. We're actually a little bit less because the intro is about 10 minutes or so. I'm going to grab a sheet tray with a couple paper towels on it because after I take it out, I want to let some of the oil come off, right? So what we're going to do, guys, now, where are we at? We're at 375. We're looking solid. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to fry them up, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip them in the batter and I'm going to drop them in. We're going to do a test fry on one of them real quick. We're going to see how it comes out. It's always important to do a test fry. This is going to get a little messy, guys, so stand by. Right. Go ahead, dipped it in, and blast off. Let it fry, baby, let it fry. Let's see what's cracking with it. Let's see if our oil thermo's at the right temp. Oh yeah, we're going. We're looking good, baby. You're looking good. Now you're gonna hear some popping. Alright? Pop, lock, and dropping over here. So we got it going. Now we're just gonna let it cook so it gets a nice golden crust on it, alright? Wow, that battered up real nice, guys. Super cool, I'm glad. So we're just gonna let it go for a second, right? give it a little bit of a test. Test fry one, and then we can put the rest. The more you put in, the lower the temperature is going to get. So I'm actually about like 380 because I knew it was going to drop when I put the fish in. It's a cold batter, right? You're putting cold into hot. It tends to lower it down. So let's see how it goes, baby. Let's see how this fry goes. I haven't deep fried anything at home in a while. Oh yeah, so we're getting a nice coating on it. We just want to get a nice gold. That's what we're looking for here. So we're going to let it fry, baby. That fish fry. Looks like it's going to be a good meal today. Taco Tuesday. Every time I do tacos, you know, I'm looking for the best. 500 bits by Maxie. Thank you very much, baby. Appreciate the bits. It's picking up in noise, guys. We got that hot crack of lacking going on. Oh, yeah. We're getting that beautiful gold, baby. So, another reason I do a test fry, guys, is because I'm going to break into it and see how long it took to cook it, because I also don't want to overcook it. You overcook fish, it turns into rubber. Super, super nasty, you know what I'm saying? So, bits for the fish, appreciate it. Fish appreciates it too, my man. We're looking good, we're getting some good golden color on there. I think I'm going to let it go for just about another 30 seconds or so, and then we'll throw the rest in there. So like I said, deep frying, guys, oil. When you deep fry, never, ever, ever, ever use a shallow pan. I'm using like this much oil right now, right? Like that much oil, just enough to submerge it. And I'm still using a pot this big because there are splatters. Be careful when you deep fry. Make sure you have a fan on. I got my fan on right here. Turn it up a little bit. Oil is a very scary thing. If it hits you, if it hits something else and starts an oil fire, be careful, guys, when you're deep frying at home. It's nothing to mess around with. I'm serious. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out. We got a beautiful crust on there. Beautiful color. A nice light batter. What I want to do is I'm going to cut into it. I just need to have an idea for this one of where we're at as far as cooking time. Looks perfect to me. Oh my god. Okay. We're looking good. We're looking good. So, this is what I noticed, alright? It didn't get as gold as I want, but the fish cooked perfectly. So I'm turning the temperature up just a little bit because I know I'm going to be putting a good amount of there at a time, so it's going to lower it regardless. But I want it to crisp up and get gold a little bit faster. So that's why we did a test fry. So I'm going to increase the oil temp just a tad bit. Let it get up to like 385-ish or so, right? Then we'll drop the rest and we'll let them cook up. Look at my baby showing his knowledge. It's all in here, baby. It's all in here. Alright. So we're about 385 or so. Let it heat up just a little tad bit more. Turn it up a little bit. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to season the fish real quick, right? It's important. Let's do a little sprinkle of salt on there. A little bit. Pre-season those babies up, right? It's important to get that seasoning on there. Now don't use the same fingers in the salt. I use my own fingers. Don't cross-contaminate your salt. Especially if you're like me and you use a little salt bowl. Don't cross-contaminate it if you're going to use it for everything. A little fresh pep on there. And then what you do is, when you take it out of the fryer, you hit it with a little bit more salt to kind of stick to it the second it comes out and the oil's still fresh. Alright, so we're heated up. So we're going to head back over here, guys. We're going to get our cam on. We got our fish, we got our batter. I got to move a couple things to kind of do this real quick. Alright, so we're going to take our fish. It's all seasoned up, guys. Dipping in the batter real quick. Letting the excess batter kind of fall off of it. And right into the fry. Right? Another one down, baby. Let's get another one in there. Nice batter. Let the excess kind of fall off of it, guys. Drop that baby in. Let's get another one in there. Let our fishies go. Yeah. Oil heated up. We're about almost 390, but it's going to drop right back down in a second as all these go in. Alright, so what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to take my tongs and just make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing in here. They got their batter on. Oh yeah, we're looking good. Looking good. Alright, so we're going to let those go. We're going to get a couple more in there. Get that batter. Like I said, guys, deep frying is no joke, so make sure you're doing it safely. High pot. Make sure the temperature's right. You don't want getting too hot. Now I'm just kind of getting them in there quicker, right? I know some of the other ones are going to cook a little bit faster, so that's why I'm kind of putting them on the other side so I know where the first ones are that went in there. Alright. Now we're really cracking, right? Temperature's gone down about 10 degrees since I put all the fish in there. So that's why I said to make sure you get a little bit hotter, right? You want to keep that hot temperature. Alright. So all the fish is in. Let me wash my hand off real quick. Alright. So let's check out where some of these guys are at. You got some good color. Now the oil's really splashing, guys, so you gotta be careful when you got a lot in there, alright? We're really going. Now I'm feeling oil splatters. That's why I said, look at this oil, right? It's hot. It's going. It's lowered a lot. The temperature has dropped tremendously because I have a lot in there. So I just cranked it up. I want it to get hot. I need these to brown up by the time, the fish is cooked. We got our excess fish. I'm just going to set it to the side. Like I said, I'm going to use it tomorrow. Get that back in the fridge. So, we're getting ready to go. What we're going to do next, guys, is we're going to go ahead and get our tortillas kind of going. Alright. Looking good, guys. Beautiful batter. Oh yeah, we're looking solid, guys. So this thing is this tall, right? It's touched this tall, and there's still oil splashing out. So like I said, be careful, alright? Be careful. So, I got my flour tortillas. We're going to go ahead and we're going to toast these babies up. Get a nice little char on them. Bring out the natural oils, you know what I'm saying? Poblano chili, you know it, baby. Alright, so I think a couple of them might be ready. This one should be ready. Yeah, there's a lot of oil, guys, so just be careful. Like I said, hotter temperature, the more it's going to be splashing around. This one's good. Alright, I'm going to let those babies go a little bit longer, a little bit, they're almost there. Love those poblanos, some of my favorites, right? Use them in a lot of things, super versatile, really good for chili relleno if you guys are chili relleno fans, oh my gosh. Alright, well, we get some tortillas toasted up. So I just do them straight up on the burner. I just, get a nice little low flame. Put the tortilla on, just kind of let it do its thing. Let's check in on our fish, guys. Looks like we're good. Looks like we're pretty even as far as cooking. Alright. Okay, I'm going to re-dip these so when I put seasoning on them, they stick, right? So like I said, you take them out and immediately hit them with salt. Immediately. It's important. Okay. So we're letting these babies rest up real quick, right? We're looking good. So the oil's like done, right? So I'm turning it off. You can see all the batter in there. It's still gonna splatter for you guys, so you need to be careful. Make sure you get that oil off. You don't want to be messing with it, right? Turn it off. Push it to the side. Let it cool down. Don't even think about touching it till later. Seriously, oil is nothing to mess with, right? So I'll show you guys a little closer look at the fish in just a second. Put these to the side. All right. We got our tortilla going. I'll let those kind of warm up. Do two at a time. Got to multitask, right? We're just about there to plate up, guys. Let's get a couple tortillas going. Shrimp's done, right? Just resting up. So here's our fish, guys. So you got a beautiful tempura batter, right? Nice and light, nice and fluffy. Fish is looking, cooking good, right? You got nice gold on them. Season them up right when they came out. Some beautiful little, beautiful bites of fish, right? They're gonna be super, super good in the tacos. Super excited, guys. Came out exactly how I wanted them, right? It's flour ones. What the? No, that's why. I turned the wrong one up. Now I like color on them. I like that black char on these babies. It's the way to eat them. All right, so let's get our plate ready because we're gonna start plating up very shortly. So we got our shrimps, guys, kept nice and warm. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna half them, right, for the tacos, just so they're not super, super big. They'll fit fine, but I still like to half them. You don't need, too little of one. Alright, so that's heating up. This one just turned off. Alright, so let's get our tacos heated up. We got our toppings over here as well, right? We got tomato and onion. We got some fresh cilantro I'm about to pull out. Let's get it all ready. Our slaw has been sitting, chilling, right? Doing its thing in the fridge, along with our mousse. All the flavors have been combining perfectly. We got our beautiful avocado mousse, all right? Our slaw, looking, smelling even better, right? All right, so we got some crispy tortillas, right? We're gonna go a couple more on there. Like I said, I like them crispy, guys. I like the oils releasing out of them. God damn it. I really like the oils to come out of them. They just taste so much better when they have some crispiness to them. I don't know what else to say. They're so good. So mix the slaw up, right? Re-add all the moisture. As you guys can see, when you mix it, all this liquid at the bottom, that's all the dressing. It's a nice purple, dark purple color. That's all dressing. So make sure you re-stir your slaw. Let all those flavors come together again, right? That's how you want it, okay? You should have let me done your tortillas. Tortilla man? Alright. Tortillas are good. We got a couple right here, so we'll start plating up. Alright, so I'm going to do one and one then real quick. So, let's get our shrimp. My little suruku. Take our shrimp, right? Just going to cut it in half, right? Like I said. Just right in half. Perfect. Perfectly cooked through. Nice and shiny, not rubbery. I don't want them rubbery. So, right in half. Alright. Couple more tortillas down. The burner keep going off. There we go. It's not that low. Alright, so those are going. The last of the shrimp done, guys. We're just about there. That's a big boy, so I'm going to go thirds on that one. That's a chunky mofo right there. Alright. Shrimp's halved up. Looking good. Tasting better, right? Alright, so we got our tortillas. We got our shrimp. Yeah, take this one. Where's my messy towel? There it is. Get the juice out of there so I don't get to the bottom of the plate. Alright, so guys, we got our tortillas. See what I said about the crispness, right? We got our crispness of our tortillas down. Looking good, smelling good. Alright, so we'll start off with the fish taco first. So what I do is, I'm go ahead. I'm going to take a couple pieces of our delicious fish, right? Tempura fried fish. Super, super bomb. Super delicious, right? We're going to go ahead. And we're going to grab our slaw. We're going to take a nice serving of our slaw. Make sure you got everything incorporated in there, right? Cabbage, poblano, Anaheim, Fresno, jalapeno. Got all the good stuff in there. Everything should be mixed up. All the flavors are supposed to blend, so make sure you're getting it all in there, alright? So we got our delicious slaw going on. Just trying to make sure I get everything in there. We got our slaw. Toss right on top of our fish, okay? Now, where's my fresh ingredients? Right over here. We're going to go ahead. Just going to add a little bit of tomato on top of that. Right? Just a little bit. A little bit of white onion. Sweet white onion. A yellow onion, I guess you can call it, right? Nice and equal. And then, for the topper offer, right? Super basic. We're going to let the flavors speak for themselves. Don't need to mask it too much. Just trying to complement everything. Do some fresh sprigs of cilantro. Right? Fresh sprigs of cilantro on there. And last but not least, my favorite ingredient for cooking is cotija cheese for tacos. Is cotija cheese. Super salty, crumbles, in your hand. Stuff's amazing. I love it for tacos. It's the best. Like, I don't use any other cheese for tacos. Cotija or nothing. Get it at the Mexican market. Get it at Vons in the basic cheese aisle, right? So all I'm going to do is take a little bit of it, break it off, or I'm just going to shred it off, I guess. Just kind of shredding into the little cup I got for it. Literally just breaks off, right? So then, finish it off with a little bit of our fresh crumbled cotija cheese. Okay, perfect. Now, what do we got? Larry Dog dropping 500 bits. Motocentric, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. So we got one taco down, right? Next is our shrimp taco. So, first and foremost, our beautifully cooked, nice chunky pieces of shrimp on there, right? So we got our shrimp down. Shrimp down. We're going to go ahead, take some of that fresh tomato, and that deliciously minced fresh onion, right? Never go wrong with either of those. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take our avocado mousse. We're going to give a little spray over the shrimp. Okay. Next, we're going to take fresh Fresno chili. Got some color, right? A couple Fresnos on there. One green jalapeno in the middle. And then a couple sprigs of fresh cilantro. And lastly, our cotija cheese. Right? Don't need too much. Just enough to coat the taco up. Alright guys, there we have it. We got our tempura fish taco, right, with a beautiful sweet and spicy slaw, topped with fresh tomato, yellow sweet onion, cilantro, and cotija cheese. And then we got our shrimp tacos, right, spicy shrimp tacos with a delicious avocado mousse, fresh fresh jalapeno, fresh Fresno chili, some fresh cilantro, and the cotija cheese on that, right? Crispy tortilla. Flavors are absolutely delicious. I can smell it right now. Super bomb. Queso fresco, same deal, right? 12 tacos usually my minimum. Absolutely. Your tacos from Taco Bell aren't real tacos. Absolutely not. Holy cow, Drew, you've done it again. Yeah, guys, super simple, super easy, right? It took a little while tonight because we're chopping it up. I want to take it slow, really explain these things to you guys, especially the deep frying, because, super dangerous. So, there we have it, guys. We got our tacos tonight, our shrimp, our tempura fish tacos. Super easy, guys. Like I said, I hope you guys, had a nice explanation of it. I hope you guys understood everything really well. Super simple, super easy, really good for parties. Doesn't really take too much maintenance. You can get all your items prepped ahead of time. It's no big deal. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll go ahead and show it to you guys one more time, right? Our beautiful, delicious tacos. Get as close as I can. We got our fish. We got our shrimp with the avocado mousse. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Nice, cool, chill, easy stream tonight. We had subs at the beginning. We had a bunch of new follows again tonight. Thanks all you new guys for stopping by. Episode 10, we're cranking it through. We're past the first month. We're going solid because of you guys, all you viewers. Thank you guys, all the new people for stopping by, all my regulars, all friends and family. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. I can't say it enough. I know a lot of the boys took off a little earlier because a lot of people had stuff to do. I get it. It's life. Thanks for everyone stopping by. I can't say it enough. Hope you guys learned something tonight. Hope you guys get down on these tacos. I'm about to stuff my face. So is G. We got some beautiful pictures of these babies. Get them posted up on social media for you guys. We'll be coming back live Thursday night, guys. I think I know what I'm doing. I'll let you know tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. I'm going to spend the whole day preparing for Thursday's episode, so I don't got to worry about it. Like I said, Tuesday will be a, Valentine's episode. I'm going to be doing a delicious romantic meal paired with wine and a delicious dessert at the end for you guys.